No problem, mate. Occasion pe acha khana hona chahiye. The moment you close your mind and you close your palate, I think the rest of you also gets closed. Mention BBS Lakshman's name to them, and they will definitely bow their heads. Hi, this is Boman Irani, and you're watching What's Up Oz. So, okay, I have been to Australia a few times. It's beautiful. Uh, my perception and my understanding of Australia was primarily through sport. Yeah. Yes, of course, it begins with cricket. But even before that, I was a big fan, and I know Australians. Every Australian will know this name. But the great Rod Laver, known as the Rocket, was the great Grand Slammer that actually during the radio days, like we are on radio right now, I used to get all my information of the world through radio. And the great Rod Laver, I used to listen to the matches of him at Wimbledon. So that was the first, tryst with Australians. Then came along the cricket craze and how the legends of cricket from Bradman right up to today, the great rivalries they've had with England and the Ashes series. And also, let me add, I think some of the greatest test matches that Australia has ever played has been with India. And you mentioned BBS Lakshman's name to them, and they will definitely bow their heads with respect, but also it might be hurting them somewhere. The man has actually been absolutely fantastic every time it came to Australia. So my point I'm making here is a great sporting people and very cool. There's this lovely informality to the way the Australians operate. When I was shooting films in Australia, anything that I would ask a crew member, is it possible and make a request? The first thing that comes out of their mouth is, no problem. No problem, mate. No problem. I think that's a great attitude. They don't say, okay, I'll see, I'll check with my superior, I'll check with my manager, I'll check with, or let me get back to you. Wo nahi karte. No problem, mate. Everything is no problem. And I find that attitude fantastic. I've been to 4 or 5 cities in Australia, one more beautiful than the other, and great sunny people. So I'm a foodie on occasion. I am not a foodie when it comes to day-to-day food operations. So day-to-day, I can remain extremely simple. Whatever's dished out to me, I just quietly eat it. But if I'm going out for a good meal, I expect a good meal because I'm expecting something. While I'm working, it's always a simple meal, and whatever's dished out, I quietly eat. But I am a foodie when it comes to occasions. Occasion pe acha khana hona chahiye. May not have heard of a lot of Parsi food, but yeah, Parsi food primarily not because it is a great cuisine. It's a mixture of cuisines, but also because it's home food. There's no food like home cooked food at the end of the day. So I love my Parsi food, and I like to taste any food that I haven't tasted before. I don't play it safe when it comes to food. दुनिया के cuisine में try करता हूँ, and you must try. 2 दाना खाओ, 4 दाना खाओ, 4 के 8 दाना फिर आदत भी पड़ सकती है. But don't say no because it doesn't match your palate. The moment you close your mind and you close your palate, I think the rest of you also gets closed as a person. Then you say no, I'm not good with mixing with different people. If you mix up your food and are open to eat different kinds of food, you'll be far more open as a human being when it comes to human behavior. I try to eat healthy. And again, on occasion, I like to eat everything. When it comes to being vegetarian or non-vegetarian, I'm Parsi, so it's part and parcel of our upbringing. And no harm, I enjoy my non-vegetarian food also. Hi, this is Boman Irani, and you're watching What's Up Oz.